Hello, I'm Dr. Leonard Matheson. I retired from academic practice in 2007 and from clinical practice in 2020, but at age 78, I remain fully active in my career through a balance of teaching and mentoring, research, and consultation. How can I do this? Well, the work of a doctoral-level professional is built on assets designed for sustaining professional longevity. We need OTs to embrace this path. This video shows you the data proving your career's apex comes much later than you think. Professional longevity is rapidly evolving in the United States and Canada. We need to recognize the demographic shift in increased life expectancy tied to education. In the United States, there is an 11-year difference in life expectancy between college graduates and those with a high school education. The difference is even greater for men and women with advanced degrees. This is one of the reasons why professionals in high-demand fields maintain their careers as long as possible. My goal with you today is to encourage you to consider how you can ensure healthy, productive professional engagement throughout your lifespan. Let's begin by recognizing the brain's wonderful adaptive capacities, cognitive reserve, and emotional resilience. First, let's consider cognitive reserve, the brain's remarkable ability to buffer the changes of normal aging and cope with pathology, which we enhance by continuous intellectual engagement. And our physical reserves can now be well bolstered with diet, exercise, and interventions that were not available to our parents. And we're becoming more aware of what's needed for psychological resilience. We're becoming better at adapting to stress, trauma, or adversity so we can bounce back and grow. These are interconnected in a synergistic relationship. Improvements in one area positively influence the other adaptive capacities. When we talk about aging, we often fear decline. It's true that raw fluid intelligence, like processing speed and abstract reasoning, typically peaks around age 25 and then declines across adulthood. But clinical OT expertise and doctoral work rely less on raw speed and more on experience. This is the realm of crystallized intelligence, accumulated knowledge, which continues to increase steadily, often into the 60s. This capability allows us to buffer the changes of normal aging, a capacity known as cognitive reserve, CR. The true power of a doctorate lies in the non-fluid capacities that flourish throughout adulthood. Researchers have combined numerous traits, not just intelligence, but emotional stability, judgment, and moral reasoning, into a Cognitive Personality Functioning Index, CPFI. This index, which reflects fitness for complex, consequential roles, reveals that overall functioning peaks in late midlife, between the ages of 55 and 65. This perfectly aligns with when people achieve peak career success, earnings, and leadership attainment. Doctoral training amplifies and solidifies these late-blooming skills. Doctoral work is inherently about high-stakes decision-making and rational judgment. Research shows that resistance to the sunk cost fallacy, the tendency to continue investing in things that aren't working, reaches its highest levels in the oldest age groups. Similarly, financial literacy tends to rise steadily, peaking around age 65. These profound compensatory capacities are critical for consultation and leadership, making late midlife the actual apex of psychological readiness for complex roles. Combined with your years of clinical decision-making, a doctoral degree fundamentally prepares you for careers that extend well past traditional retirement. Your judgment and insight are well shaped and finely honed by the rigors of doctoral training. You might even call them your superpowers. Post-graduation plans clearly favor careers built on research and knowledge transfer. A substantial portion choose academe, colleges, universities, research institutes, or industry, business roles. Others enjoy careers in forensic consultation based on their deep education, training, and experience, which is wonderfully bolstered by their doctorate. These sectors value the depth of knowledge and the skills in continuous intellectual engagement necessary for sustained professional capacity. Why do doctoral holders continue to work after retiring from their initial careers? It's not just money. Among postgraduate scientists, the top reported reason for continuing to work is a desire for professional identity. I and other rehabilitation professionals find immense fulfillment in maintaining a professional identity centered on research and mentoring. When your expertise is deep, bolstered by a doctorate, your value doesn't expire and you are actively sought out. For advanced degree professionals, the high skill bias decays very slowly over time, as long as you stay current in the knowledge base that supports your skills. Volunteering to lecture or assist in research or serve on an IRB panel or become a peer reviewer for a professional journal not only keeps you informed, but it also helps you be top of mind when new project opportunities are being discussed. This provides you with a gradual evolution of a self-styled career trajectory from full-time to part-time to retired. Project selectivity is a function of advanced skills. Doctoral status allows you to turn down projects that are minimally interesting or tangential to the field. You can focus on what you enjoy. A higher consultation fee somewhat helps this. Taking all of this together, you'll find a persistent, decades-long advantage for high-skilled workers. To the degree that your skills are advanced with doctoral-level projects, your competitive advantage will persist. If you are an OT, start now to invest in your future self by pursuing a doctoral degree. If you already have one, remember that professional longevity requires deliberately fostering reserves, cognitive stimulation, robust social connections, and adaptive coping strategies. These are the factors that will ensure your expertise is leveraged in research, consultation, and academic leadership well past traditional retirement, allowing you to sustain your identity and impact throughout your lifespan. So, thank you for your interest. I hope this has been helpful. Of course, I'm trying to encourage experienced occupational therapists to develop advanced careers in work-oriented neurorehab. We have many more clients with disabilities whose careers were interrupted before they were fully vested in their pensions and who are struggling to get back to living the American dream. Please consider joining me in this excellent quest.